So now I'll go over some more mechanical details and best practices and whatnot. So you do have the option to manually see the positioning of your head. And this is where the remote will finally come in. So let's look at this for a minute. Now, the only things that I've really had to worry about on this remote are, of course, this button, which I've already demonstrated usage of a couple times. The pause button, of course. Let's say something's going wrong with the run. You need to stop it. Now, there's a bunch of emergency stop buttons all over the thing. There's one here. There is one there. One there. There's also two on the back, on either the left or right side. And that'll immediately stop all operations. And if you need to reset those, as you can see by the arrow, you just turn it and it'll snap back out. But if you could just tell that something's being cut wrong, it's not necessarily an emergency, you can simply press the pause button and then, well, let's see. I'll load this program. Well, this has already been covered. Anyway, I was just going to show how to stop and restore, but that was in a previous video. This knob right here controls the speed of movement. Most of the time, you want to keep it relatively fast. I like to work at about 48 to 60 something. 62. You don't want to go too slow, because if the bit is just left to spin around in one place for too long, that's when you start getting sparks and fires can be caused. So it's best to keep it relatively fast, but you don't always want to go to your 100% speed, because that'll be too much force on the piece at once, and you'll be a lot more likely to have a piece move around on you. And that would ruin your cut. Another thing, if you go to status and you hit casing, when you're running a program, you ideally want that brush to be lowered down to just above the spoil board so that not much dust is being kicked up into the air. But let's say you need to raise it and take a better look at what the bit's doing. You can press casing and that'll raise and lower that brush. Another thing, if you want to get back out of this menu, you simply hit this button.